Hello everyone, welcome back to Roads to Future, a perfect platform for students to be industry ready. Do visit our website roadstofuture.com and other social media handles to get the latest updates. The links are given in the description box. Today, we are going to present a very important and much talked issue of day, why government has banned 59 Chinese app. It will be an analysis from our side so that you get a clear-cut understanding. Blaise Fernandes, a director of Mumbai-based think tank Gateway House, explains that there are four types of Chinese apps functioning in India. The first one, apps with economic viability, the vanity apps, the apps with to push the Chinese propaganda, and the nuisance app. These four apps are strategically put by Chinese in India. Often we say, why don't we ban Chinese product completely in our country? Well, this could be attached to our sentiments, but truly speaking, this is not possible at this point of time, as we are largely dependent on Chinese raw materials for our industries. And boycotting the Chinese product will impact Indian market as well as World Trade Organization has certain norms and we have to follow those norms to be part of World Trade Organization. As such, this option may not be viable. But what India has done in last couple of days back, it has banned 59 Chinese app and aimed at higher values industries that were tech industries and virtual sectors which could hit China badly and financially as well. So what is India's take on this front? Or this step has been taken under Section 69A of Information Technology Act of 2000, which gives Government of India the power to remove or block any informational website, app or any computer resources which is threat to India's sovereignty, defense, security, and that shall be banned with immediate effects. Many of the Chinese apps were reported that they were collecting data of Indian citizens through these apps, which could be assessed by Chinese government and even People Liberation Army. Now you must be knowing that the Chinese government has full power to access the data from any of these Chinese companies of people across the globe. So the data of any Indian could be directly assessed by these Chinese government and can even be manipulated or misused by People Liberation Army of China, which could be against India. And recently, the Ministry of Information Technology has also revealed that they have received many complaints from various sources that Indian citizens' data were manipulated or misused by some of the mobile apps. As such, this could be difficult for Chinese companies to even tackle or to take this issue in court because related with the India's security, sovereignty and defense. So this will be hard to challenge even. The question is it very difficult to ban these Chinese apps completely? Some of the experts says that it would be a difficult task as the internet service provider will have to blacklist every host name and domain name of associated apps. The other thing is Google and Apple has to remove these apps from their Play Store. Well, they have already done it, but the other concern is there could be unofficial version and its download could take place from web. And this could be more vulnerable as it has lots of bugs and issues, and these are open for hackers and cyber criminals to access the data and again misuse it. So these are some of the threats that could pose while banning these apps completely, as some of these apps were in huge demand and they could be having lot of host and domain names as well. Now moving ahead, meanwhile, who's getting benefited? Obviously the Indian firms will get benefited here, and there was a comment from Mr. Sumit Ghosh, who is co-founder and chief product officer of Chingari. Now Chingari is somewhat app similar to TikTok. We'll discuss it later, but what he said is, for a very long time, TikTok has been spying on users and sending back the data to China. We are very happy that this step has been finally taken. We would like to welcome all users of TikTok to come and try Chingari, which is 100% Indian grown app. Now this is important, Indian grown app. And let's see, just after that ban, there was such a huge surge in downloads of Chingari, and which is very good news as well for Indian firms who could take advantage of the situation. Similarly, many of the apps which were in Chinese version, Indian developers and Indian businessmen could implement and create such apps and could take the advantage of the situation. Moving ahead, so what are some of the pros and cons associated with the step taken by Indian government. Now with pros comes some of the cons as well, but the good thing is the Chinese government, the Chinese companies, and finally the People Liberation Army will not be able to access the data of Indian citizens as they were doing it earlier. Also, Chinese government or China will not eye on India as they have done it earlier. The other good thing is, and that is a bigger in fact, that the ban of apps like TikTok will bring back the focus of Indian youth and Indian teenagers towards study as well. Now you must be seeing that in the recent times, many of the young kids, even the teenage students and youth of the India were attracted towards TikTok in making TikTok videos, seeing some of the famous TikTok artists, and they were hampering their studies. So this is one of the biggest benefit that I say this could happen because of banning these apps. The other thing is opportunity created for Indian app makers and companies to come up with such apps and take the market advantage, as after ban many of the people would be searching for alternatives of such apps, and it is the best time for Indian app makers, developers and companies to come up with similar sort of apps and gain the market share, which could increase the Indian revenue as well. Now there is also a strong message given by Indian government after the incident of killing of 20 Indian soldiers to the Chinese, and they have indirectly and directly said that India won't keep quiet. Some of the cons which I feel could be here, which is still a smaller section, is that some of the people who are working on such apps or in such companies, or someone who was an artist in TikTok, so they could be losing their jobs, or they could be losing their earnings or revenues because of closure of such apps. And one other thing is, many people have sentiments towards such app. A TikTok star would always have a positive sentiment towards it because he or she was getting paid for it. So this could be hard to switch from one platform to other platform in a very short span of time. The other thing is, which is a bigger news, is out of 30 Indian unicorn companies, I am telling it again, out of 30 Indian unicorn companies, 18 have Chinese funding. So many Chinese companies funding to Indian companies. They have invested in Indian companies like Paytm, which is backed by Ant Financial, and also Chinese company like Tencent has invested in Indian education startup. You might have heard of Baiju. And this might be impacted. So the anti-China move or the anti-China sentiment can reduce the inflow of capital from Republic of China, and could impact the growth of such firms. Now this is one of the important cons that could be taken into consideration. So what are some of the alternatives to these Chinese apps? Obviously TikTok was one of the most famous apps with around 30% market share from India, 611 million downloads, and having mooted valuation of $110 billion. There are a couple of options available now, and Chingari, as I have shown earlier, that how the downloads picked up when TikTok was banned. Again, Anand Mahindra, the Indian industrialist, added that he never ever downloaded TikTok, but I have just downloaded Chingari. So that is very positive news from some of the very well-known industrialists claiming such sentences. And Metro TV has over 10 million downloads in a very short span of time, now crossing 12 million. This is also known for short videos, or app for short videos. Someone who is facing difficulty in sharing things now can opt to share all instead of share it. Now share all is the Indian version of share it, and you can share your files, and you can just go and check out on Play Store and download the same. Again, we have UC browser, which was again very famous. We have plenty of options available. Jio has came up with Jio browser. You might be using Google Chrome and other such browsers of different countries and companies. So the thing is, if you want to use the Indian version, Jio has recently came up with Jio browser as well. So for Zoom you have Jio Meet, you have WebEx meeting for instead of Zoom. So you can also go and create an account in such platforms and start sharing or start having video conferences out there. So these are some of the very important apps. Some other apps like WeChat. For WeChat you have option of WhatsApp and such. So in this video we are stopping out here. There are many things which we'll be discussing in coming videos on very, very important issues, which could be very fruitful for your interviews or other things, or for general knowledge, for general awareness. So keep watching our channel Roads to Future. Like, share, subscribe, share with your friends, and do visit roadstofuture.com. So thank you very much for watching this video. Till then, goodbye. Take care.